Mr. President, I rise today to speak about the Internet Tax Freedom Forever Act, legislation that I've introduced on a bipartisan basis with my colleague Senator Ron Wyden to make the expiring Internet tax moratorium permanent. Because of the moratorium, Americans have not been taxed on Internet access for 16 years. But this is going to change, and new taxes will be levied starting in November if Congress doesn't act soon. I'm proud to work with Senator Wyden on this bill, the lead Senate sponsor on the original Internet Tax Freedom Act that passed back in 1998. This landmark law, known as ITFA, imposed a federal moratorium that stopped state and local governments from placing taxes on Internet access. This moratorium has been extended 3 times and has been critical to the rapid growth of the Internet. As we all know, the Internet provides unprecedented economic and social benefits. Mom-and-pop businesses in places like South Dakota and Oregon and across America have found access to consumers and new business opportunities that are only possible through the Internet. Job seekers and entrepreneurs are finding opportunities that were once difficult to discover. Educators are exploring innovative tools and techniques that are powered by the Internet to equip students with the skills that they'll need for the 21st century. And healthcare professionals are remotely providing services that are saving lives in rural areas. Mr. President, the idea behind the moratorium is straightforward. By not taxing Internet access, we encourage broadband adoption and investment, which spurs all of the exciting activities that I just mentioned. The Internet is a gateway to tremendous societal benefits. It's frankly astounding when you consider that it wasn't very long ago that the Internet was considered a novelty only for the tech-savvy. Today, it's a must-have resource, the existence of which we almost take for granted. We cannot take for granted, however, that the moratorium on Internet access taxes has contributed to the Internet now being accessed by hundreds of millions of Americans every single day. Thanks to this 16-year ban, consumer access to the Internet is free from state and local taxation for nearly all Americans. This gives consumers a welcome break on their monthly bills. In the Commerce Committee, we talk a lot about finding ways to encourage greater broadband deployment across all of America. And as co-chair of the Congressional Internet Caucus, I've worked with colleagues on both sides of the aisle to find ways to promote the Internet as an engine of economic growth and economic freedom. One of the ways that we can do that is by making broadband more affordable. Well, state taxation of Internet service will make broadband more expensive, which is at cross purposes with our goal of encouraging Internet access and deployment. Mr. President, this doesn't make a lot of sense. The moratorium also benefits consumers by prohibiting multiple and discriminatory taxes on goods and services sold over the Internet. This means consumers won't be taxed by multiple states on the same sale, and that states won't tax Internet sales more than, say, mail order or telephone sales. Unfortunately, the Internet tax moratorium is set to expire on November 1st. Because of this, many Internet service providers are preparing to send out notices to their customers informing them that they may have to start paying new taxes on their Internet access if Congress fails to act. I expect that many millions of Americans who use the Internet will not be happy when they realize that their phone or Internet bill is going to suddenly increase. 2 things are for sure. Expiration of ITFA won't encourage more Americans to get online to do commerce, civic engagement, or social media, and countless Americans will be calling Congress, demanding that we keep taxes off of Internet access. Well, rather than wait for angry constituents, Mr. President, let's be proactive and pass the Internet Tax Freedom Forever Act without delay. My bill, with Finance Committee Chairman Wyden, provides for a permanent extension of the moratorium. By passing a permanent extension, we'll provide certainty to Internet consumers in every single state in this country. Making the moratorium permanent also means that Congress won't have to waste time and energy passing yet another extension year after year after year into the future. There are plenty of other areas for Congress to focus on. Our bill also eliminates the grandfather clause that currently allows 6 states to tax Internet access. Eliminating the moratorium's grandfather provision will provide consumers and businesses with a tax break. This includes consumers and businesses in my home state of South Dakota, where our legislation will make internet access less expensive, thus helping to encourage broadband deployment. The Internet Tax Freedom Forever Act currently has 46 co-sponsors, nearly half of the United States Senate. The bipartisan co-sponsors of the legislation understand the tremendous benefits provided by ensuring internet access is not taxed and that discriminatory taxes are not applied to the internet. I strongly encourage my colleagues in the Senate to join Senator Wyden and me and the 46 other co-sponsors in this fight. When the Senate reconvenes after Memorial Day recess, we should move quickly to extend the tax moratorium and to ensure that Americans don't wake up on November the 2nd with new, unexpected taxes. In the coming weeks and months, I plan to continue raising the need to pass our bipartisan legislation. Mr. President, I yield.